Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video presented to you by your boy Coach Halon, whatever you know me as. So today, I was supposed to be recording a weapon versus series video. However, I've been getting highly irritated and annoyed with some of the things that have been going on in the arena mode that you guys know I've been grinding. So I decided today I was going to make my first ever arena tips video. These will change as Arena goes on and the meta changes throughout Arena, but as of right now, these are 7 tips that should generally help you improve your game no matter what. Alright, so let's start out with number 1. Move to where the circle is. If you can see where the circle is, which everybody should be able to see where the circle is, obviously, on the map, go to that location. Please, please, please. This is Arena mode. This is not BR. You do not need to... You don't have to play a certain way. This is one team versus one team. You need circle control. Especially if you're playing against higher tier arena players. They're going to take control of the circle and they're going to make your life very difficult. And you're going to more than likely get 3-0'd if you don't. So, number 1, take control of the circle. It's key for positioning, high ground, everything. Alright? Alright. There will be some exceptions. I'd say maybe 1 time out of 10 where you can rotate on the outside of the circle at the beginning of the first round to get materials and supplies. If the other team is completely aping on you and just absolutely annihilating you the first 2 rounds and you get 2-0'd right away, then maybe you can switch it up and try to slow down. But 9 times out of 10, you want arena. You want that circle control. So, number 2, don't load stock. Don't, I've seen this a lot. I've seen this in a couple games. Do not waste so many materials on nades. Look. Arena mode, there are some nade spots. I'm still learning them myself, and their positionings and, grenades and whatnot can be useful. But for somebody like me, from my perspective, and other people's, the only nades that ever really catch me off guard are maybe the pre-nades. Those are the only ones. And that rarely ever happens within itself. So do not stock so heavy on nades, even if you're playing Fuse. Don't do it. It's a waste of materials. You could be better off spending them on supplies or upgrading your weapons, because you're not always going to be able to get to those supply bins right away when people are really good and just locking them down. So, number 2, again, don't spend so many materials on nades. Number 3, I cannot stress this one enough. I cannot. This goes back to old COD S&D veterans and the way we used to play Search and Destroy, for any of those that used to play GBs, go to tournaments, things like that. Bait and switch. People use this in BR, but Arena, this is key and very effective. Please, 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 bait and switch. If you're firing at somebody, this is a prime example of it. If you're firing at somebody, you're in a gunfight, you both are making each other super weak, super one-shot, and you got a teammate real close by, that teammate needs to notice that. Come down there. You need to swap out and let your teammate swap in that fight and finish that character off for you. Come on. Real simple, real easy, and I've seen a lot of people lose rounds because they don't do things like this, okay? So, number 3, bait and switch. Number 4, this one is pretty much preference, really, all up to you, but I'd recommend it because I feel like it's pretty good. Might be a little biased, but go to my legend tier list ranking video that I have on my channel and look up all the legends that I have and where they're at for deciding if you're new to Arena and you want to decide on what legends you feel like are useful for Arena. Go watch that video. Very helpful. All right? Number 4. Simple. Okay. Number 5. You don't have to spend all your materials every single round. Now, I just learned this a couple weeks ago, but the materials do stack. If you don't use them, they do stack for the next round. So, if you're having a tough decision-making process in what you're going to do when it comes to selecting materials and what you're going to spend them on, and you come down to say maybe you got 150 left, whatever, and you don't really know what to spend it on, don't spend them at all. Stack them. Even if you're in a round where you're going to have to clutch twice or clutch once just to tie the game up, don't worry about spending the materials. If you're not really sure what you can put them to use for, don't do it. It's not worth it. Just stack them, save them for the next round. You may need something else the very next round after you clutch, because you got to be in that mindset if you want to win. All right? Okay. Number 6. This one is something I've had to get myself in the habit in, because I didn't do this a lot when I was playing Search and Destroy back in the day in Call of Duty. But this is very useful for Arena Apex mode. Always stay moving. If you're in a tough situation, if you get into higher tier lobbies where you're playing players like myself or other high-ranking individuals for characters, or just tough opponents in general, you want to always stay moving. You want to constantly be looking for a flank, a different angle on somebody. You constantly... Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, wow, most of us do this. Yes, you probably do. But you don't do it to the level that you need to be doing it if you really, really want to get that edge on opponents that are better than you or right at your same level. So you need to be constantly moving. You need to move. You need to be looking at where your opponents are shooting from, understand the type of angles you can take on them, and how to get the best angles on them. You want to always be moving and rotating around. Have your teammates create distractions, move around, get around them, flank. Even if it's not a full flank and you're not coming straight up behind them, try to get to the left or the right. Try to get behind them. If they're healing, your teammates call out, you know, they're one shot or they're healing, they're going back. Try to get that angle. Don't full send straight on. Try to get around. And try to slowly be doing that as the gunfights are happening. That way, when the gunfight is over, you have a chance to, you're already there behind the opponent, and you can make those kills. So, and my last one. This is very, very key and important. Please, always gather the materials. Materials are key to winning an arena because you need to be able to upgrade your weapons and get medical supplies, or grenades, or whatever it may be, because you're not always going to be able to get to that supply bin. As much as I'd like to be able to just full send to the supply bin every single round, when you're up against opponents that can shoot straight, it's not always going to happen that way. They're going to be watching those materials most of the time. They're going to be, I'm sorry, not the materials, but the medical supplies. They're going to be watching the supply bins most of the time, all right? So get the materials and make sure you can buy that stuff before the round starts. I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys, when I'm solo queuing, just literally walk right past the materials when they go up to it. Walk right past it, not even hit that simple square, X, or whatever the key is for PC. Switched as well. You know, they just walk right past it and they don't even think about it. So I just don't understand. But that is what you guys need to do. Those top 7 tips should help you improve your arena gameplay. Won't turn you necessarily into an expert, but it'll slowly, gradually, and over time with practice, it'll get you better and you will see results. I promise you that. You need to practice these. All right, guys? All right. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST on facebook.com/thehalonsystem. Matt will put a little graphic down there below. And as of right now, I am streaming on Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. to about 10 a.m. on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Halon with 2 N's at the end. Every Sunday, I'm streaming from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST on twitch.tv/Sway Gaming. Sway Gaming is the organization that I recently joined. And every Monday and Thursday at 3 p.m. EST, guys, I'm dropping new YouTube videos. Tip videos for Apex, weapon ranking tier lists, legend ranking tier lists, things of all different types of Apex content. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one.